Have you ever thought about what will happen if you get laid off? Surely, it's a dreadful thought and a great tragedy for a person. But what are the consequences of mass layoffs? Mass layoffs cause a domino effect, starting in the impact on the individual level and leading to mass-scale crisis. We'll review some of the reasons and effects of mass layoffs in this video. Losing a job is a great stress for a person because there is no more financial stability and a great uncertainty and anxiety starts to grow. Individual spending habits decrease dramatically with every day of unemployment because savings are getting thinner and with each unsuccessful job interview the anxiety and fright of this uncertain future gets stronger. Even if you apply for government benefits, it will only replace about 50% of your regular income or even less. With change in spending habits, the demand on goods and services drops proportionally. This forces businesses to drop prices and cut on expenditures. Decreasing profits leads to using emergency strategies, which most of the time is downsizing. More downsizing leads to more mass layoffs, which in its turn worsens the overall situation with the money flow in the economy. It all goes in circles. Due to increasing economy decline and uncertain future, stock market traders start panic-driven trading, which in its turn leads to stock market prices to drop. Investors and shareholders who hold large sums in stocks lose their hard-earned money, and it affects their companies and even may lead to bankruptcy. Delta stock lost over 16% in one day's trade in mid-April. Shares of United fell nearly 90%. Such drastic stock drops happened to many airline giants such as Turkish Airlines, Lufthansa, and KLM. Did you know the companies pay a price for high unemployment? Unemployment benefits are mostly paid by taxes received from businesses. With increasing unemployment rate, states often increase their taxation on businesses to mitigate it. This increase in taxation is discouraging companies from hiring more employees. Demand on companies' products decreases, and it also becomes more expensive to keep or hire employees. Some of the effects of unemployment are immediate and obvious. When unemployment increases, both state and federal governments pay increased unemployment benefits. These are not inconsiderable. Even in February of 2017, with unemployment rate hovering around 5%, unemployment benefits that include food benefits and Medicaid total to 2.96 billion for the month. Even more significant in the US consumer economy are the chain consequences of these increased benefits, which require the government either to borrow money to pay these benefits, and by doing so also deferring the cost into the future of reducing spending in other areas. This is compensatory strategy, but it can make a bad economy situation worse. An historic 1967 paper on the relationship between unemployment and economic output by Yale economist Arthur Ocon concluded that even a 1% increase in unemployment reduces the US GDP by 2%, which has a multiplier effect of more than 100%. A 2017 paper issued by the St. Louis Fed on Ocon's law, as it has come to be known, noted that this ratio holds true 50 years later. Loan growth at commercial banks decreased sustainably and remained negatively for almost 4 years after the 2007-2008 financial crisis. In contrast, loan growth patterns during the 1990s and 2001 recessions were more moderate. During the Great Recession of 2007-2019, loan growth became strongly negative and remained so for almost 4 years. Inhibited potential growth of business leads to slow generation of new workplaces. The unemployment rate decreases much slower and people are feeding off government benefits for longer periods. Even now, some industrial and commercial areas such as construction are struggling to rehire trained professionals because people had to change their area of expertise due to layoffs. Economy depends on many factors such as unemployment rate, stock rate, availability of loans, spending ability of country citizens, stability, and certainty in future. If one variable changes, the whole chain is getting affected, and the magnitude of it could be tragic.